Alright, so we're back. Quest is done, retribution. And here's a letter from Rose. This is what you get if you finish that thing at the dream world. She basically tells you that, you know, I guess she's just saying that she's in heaven or something like that. And she met someone who said that he knows them. Alright. I'm not entirely sure who she's talking about, but I guess I'm not familiar with the description. If you know about it, just put it on the comments below. So you can look at the spire from here, but that's just about it. Here's our dog, came back to life. So when you do sacrifice, it's a little sad because from there on out you're not gonna be finding stuff around like you did with your dog. So a lot of things change. Unless you finish everything and then you would not need the dog in the first place. I guess the choices that you make in Fable are irrelevant to the next one, because in the end he does become a well, you'll see something on this part. It's a special quest that you can download if you have the original copy. Here's Lady Grey, came back to life again.
At long last you return. Oh, how I have missed you.
And
I am feeling a touch amorous.
here's the daughter.
Dad, Dad. Oh, you're back. Hooray!
Let's see if I have another toy for her. I give her I always give her a weapon toy or something.
Mummy's in a good mood, isn't she?
And we know what she likes.
That is very sweet of you, my darling.
Alright. So, family's alive, dog is alive. People are not very happy with my choice, but I guess they can't blame me. I mean, it was my wish. Brightwood Tower? I wonder if it's the same thing. So we're gonna look at the vision first. This is the See the Future quest that you can download if you have the original copy. If you have my copy, which is the Game of the Year edition, then it'll already be in the game, so you just get a glimpse of what Fable 3 is gonna be about. And it's really interesting.
Ah, there you are. My source has finally come through. I have in my hands the item that offers visions of the future, and it's, well, not quite what I was expecting. I was hoping for a nice crystal ball, or some pretty cards. Even a bucket of entrails would have been better than this. Here, you can have it. I'll never be able to sell it to anyone else, and to tell you the truth, it gives me the willies, and not the good kind.
Spire statue.
Best of luck with
So
that.
we stand over here, or anywhere you want. I just like standing here. We activate this and we're gonna have a cutscene that you can move around, but it's still a cutscene. So it's teleporting us back to the Tattered Spire. And let's check out the cutscene.
Here you are again. You knew you'd return here one day, did you not? I know what your question is. Yes, the spire had a gift for me too. The future has always whispered to me, and I have followed its sound blindly. But now I can see all possible futures. There are many threads, too many to count. Yet there are moments when they all converge. Events that cannot be avoided. Futures which must be fulfilled. It is time I showed you one such future. Take my hand, one last time. It is many years from now. A king feels age weighing him down, and the responsibility of an entire kingdom. These are his men, loyal soldiers who would die for him. Many already have, on battlefields at home and in faraway lands. They would follow him wherever he leads. These are his people, subjects who worship him, who trust him to guide them, protect them, and govern them. And this is his throne, Albion's seat of power, where he has made countless decisions, delivered justice, and led a nation. Yet none of this is of the least importance. This is the real future. His child, not yet born, but destined for greatness. A child on whom the fate of Albion will depend one day, as will the fate of Aurora. These things you will understand in time. For now, you must live your life and prepare for what is to come. Take care, little sparrow, and remember, I am always here, always watching.
That was really interesting. The little detail that I forgot was that the son or the daughter that was going to be born, that was going to have a destiny on the next game, it's not born yet, so technically the daughter that I have here, or the son that I would have here, doesn't count. So that always leaves room to you either choose to be a woman or a guy on the next one. So I'm gonna check real quick the... Oh, you get something here also. You get the royal clothing. So you can get to look like a king even right now. I think if you go to the town to the town crier, is it? You get the title of king or queen, depending on what you are. So let me put it on. I want to look like a king. It's kind of weird looking, but whatever. A rock and roll king. Oh, whoops. Anyways, let me check the Brightwood Tower, and I'll be right back and see if it's the same thing or it's different. Okay, it was exactly the same thing. What a total waste of time. I could not get out, so I had to finish the whole thing again. Ugh. I don't know why this quest just came up again. Doesn't make any sense. So let's do the last quest of the game. I think there's another quest after this, but I'm not gonna do it. Has to do something with your daughter or whatever. That you go and rescue her or something like that, but I'm just really not into that right now. I think I've been playing for the past 2 hours, and you know, I just think that this should be enough. So we're gonna get to buy the Castle Fairfax. It's really expensive. I think it's 1 million gold. So you better have the money for it. I think I do anyways. I just have too much money on me. Yeah. Has a bunch of benefits. Kinda like the house in the graveyard. I guess now I'm a proper king. I'm a king and I live in the best house of the whole game. Or the home.
Greetings, sir, and welcome to Castle Fairfax. I trust it will prove satisfactory to your requirements. The dining chamber and your new study are located to the left of the main hall. To the right, you will find the tower and the royal suite. If I may be so bold, I highly recommend a brief repose in the regal bed. It is said to do wonders for one's well-being.
So in order to activate this quest, you need to go to the bed and sleep in, and the quest will start. But I'm gonna be exploring around a little bit so you guys can see the whole place. It's pretty big. So there's the throne room. Really neat. Here's like a library kind of place with a tree inside, which is kind of weird. Oh, I'm stuck. See what we got here. Oh, this place looks familiar. You guys remember this room? This is where we got shot when we were a kid. Freaking Lucian got crazy on us. They fixed the window. I really like those windows. They use it a lot on the Catholic Church, and it kind of reflects a really beautiful light inside. I always like those windows. I always thought that it would be kind of cool to live in a castle. Maybe you would just pretend that you're like in medieval times or something. Have around swords displayed and armor. Maybe have a small dungeon at the bottom. I don't know, I'm kinda into that stuff. But I really would like to get my hands on a Japanese sword for display purposes only, not for pretending to be a samurai or anything like that. I know that anyways, the swords that you get these days are not meant to use to fight. They're only for decoration. Real swords are really hard to find, they're very expensive, and they're really sharp. You can literally cut a hair with it. Just throw a hair on it and it cuts. That's how tough it is. Gee, I forgot where the throne room is. Maybe I totally missed it. This is the entrance, right? Yeah, that's
Those
not
who
here.
have slept in the regal bed
Let me go
have
back and
commended
see
its
if I can
remarkable powers of-
find it. Sorry about that. Have a cold kinda thing lately. Huh. Oh, but I need 50. That's the limit. It's probably the last one to open. Man, I wonder where the freaking room is. Where the fracking room? Where the fruking room is? It's not like I never curse in real life. I always curse in real life. It's just that when I record Let's Plays, I don't have to. I feel that you don't need to curse to be cool anyways. And if you get that in your vocabulary, then when you go to a job interview, you're gonna be like, yeah, F this, F that. Oh, you don't get the job. Gee, you get really tough-notch stuff if you start exploring around and grabbing stuff in here. So let's sleep for 6 hours, I guess. Doesn't matter how much you sleep. So you get a bunch of benefits.
Perhaps you would enjoy some rest now.
Hello.
The castle can be most tiring to newcomers.
That's freaky.
I'm sorry to inconvenience you, sir, but the castle appears to be under attack. It would seem that the intruders entered the property via a secret passage in the library.
Oh, great. So let's fight our way out.
Most distressing.
I'm gonna be literally breaking my house. Why is it that they can't leave this guy in peace? He saves the freaking world, and still they attack him. Doesn't make sense. Come on.
Make him bleed. Sweet box, that could have been me.
At this point, it's like fighting with children. I mean, look how strong I am. Hey, nice song passing by. I don't know why. I don't know why they're playing that song at this time. I don't know. Die! How many more are there? It must have hurt. So we gotta go take out the leader. But it doesn't end there.
I don't care how strong you are. You'll end up like a big slab of meat. Oh, you're a bloodthirsty bastard, ain't you? Oh, that's gonna hurt!
This must be the leader. Wow, he has techniques.
Let that... Watch out!
Ow. A worthy of opponent.
Keep your head down. I don't like this one bit. You.
So up here we talked to the butler. He got here first before us, which doesn't make any sense.
Well done, sir. Most impressive. If I may be so bold, I would venture to suggest that this was their point of entry. Perhaps it would be wise to investigate this matter further. As for me, I regretfully announce the end of my brief tenure at your service. My predecessor neglected to inform me of the highly hazardous nature of the post, and I am of a somewhat nervous disposition, as you have no doubt noticed. Good day, sir.
When I did the evil guy run, I killed this guy when he was leaving. I was like, nobody quits on me. But I guess he has the right. I totally get it. I mean, serving a guy that gets constantly attacked by bandits. Now what's funny is how he says that he's in a nervous disposition and he's so calm about it at the same time. But I guess the hero has enough money to contract a bunch of servants later on. So it's not like he lost someone very important.
You suffer!
Okay, we gotta activate it somewhere. Oh, it's over here then. There are wolves in there. Oh crap. Doesn't hurt them. Oh. Maybe I could have evaded this battle? Ah.
You'll be fine.
I'm not impressed.
Okay.
An orange
Digging spot,
gift,
really?
don't you agree?
2,000 gold. That's like $2 for this guy. Another digging spot? Dude. Oh, he's misbehaving. There we go. Man, this is really cool how you can punish your dog and it'll get better. Well, let's keep going. I didn't had a cut like 2 hours ago, and I'm suddenly doing so now. Oh boy, so many. You guys are not gonna believe what this is leading to. It's hilarious. The design of this place reminds me of somewhere that we've been before. I think it's just a copy paste kind of thing. Because it really looks the same as another place we've been at. Ugh. That didn't come out right. Oh, not you. Die. There we go. Oh, whoops. Let me grab this, unless this guy won't shut up. Man, when is this thing gonna end? Just keeps going on and on. The bugs are just a distraction so that you can not shoot at this ball.
Congratulations on acquiring this fine potion of highly surprising transformation. The latest in gender-bending technology. You now have the power to change your sex. Warning, gender change is permanent. Potion will evaporate upon leaving this dungeon. Side effects may include unsettling new odors and unusual hair growth. This magically recorded message has been brought to you by Lionhead Alchemy Incorporated.
So, basically, you can change your sex now at this point of the game, which is kind of weird how they make this joke at the end, but Yeah. I didn't believe it the first time I saw this. I was like, what? But just for the lulz, I'm gonna drink the potion because I'm at the end of the game. I'm not planning on playing on this file anymore, so whatever. And at the same time, you guys will see what kind of woman I would be at this point of the game and how I would look like. If I would be sexy or ugly, we'll see about that. Oh man, this is gonna be weird. Transgendrification. Okay, I'm a girl, but I need to take off these clothes so you can see that I'm actually a girl. So, Sparrow will say goodbye, and this will conclude my Let's Play. Let me check out how she looks like naked. Oh, that's a weird woman right there. Tough and with runes all over her body. Well, Sparrow will say goodbye. And I say goodbye too. Bye bye, guys.